TenderWet Active. Medline has improved TenderWet in two significant ways. First, TenderWet Active is pre-saturated with wringer solution, which saves a step in the application. Second, TenderWet Active retains more fluid even under compression. TenderWet Active's absorbent polyacrylate core has an affinity for large molecule proteins that are found in dead tissue and bacteria. As the proteins move into the core of the wound bed, the wringer solution is released, creating a rinsing effect. As a result, TenderWet Active supports both autolytic and polyacrylate debridement, gently removing necrotic tissue from the wound bed as it exchanges it for wringer solution. TenderWet Active is indicated for stages 2 to 4 pressure ulcers, partial and full thickness wounds, leg and diabetic ulcers, surgical wounds, lacerations and abrasions, skin tears, dry, light, and moderately exudating wounds, and first and second degree burns. To apply TenderWet Active or TenderWet Active Cavity, open the peel pack and remove the dressing. Give it a slight squeeze or shake out excess wringer solution and apply it to the wound bed. Cover the entire wound and wound edges with the TenderWet Active pad, ensuring close contact with the wound bed. Be sure the green stripes that mark the strike-through barrier on TenderWet Active are away from the patient. You will not see these stripes on TenderWet Active Cavity version. Secure both applications with the appropriate secondary dressing, such as Stratasorb, bordered gauze, or simply a dry gauze sponge secured with MedFix tape, elastic net, or MediGrip tubular elastic bandage. Change TenderWet Active at least every 24 hours.